Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're doing well, and in today's video we are going to be discussing some new ACOLYTE Season 2 insights and reveals exactly what could happen with a possible potential second season, and if not just that, a continuation of the High Republic era in different mediums. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We're going to go ahead and hop right into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here. Not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As a read, the ACOLYTE Season 2 renewal hopes had recently been taken to have been addressed by a Disney executive and one of the executives that had worked on the ACOLYTE. And months after the ACOLYTE's supposed cancellation, a major Disney executive has recently taken to address the fans' hopes for a Season 2 renewal, because believe it or not, there are some fans out there that do want a continuation of the show. Maybe the first season wasn't the best, but with what a possible second season would have offered would have been really, quite honestly, incredible. The first live-action High Republic series ever debuted on Disney Plus in June of this year, taking audiences to part of the timeline that we've never seen before, at least in that form. Taking place 100 years before the events of The Phantom Menace and the Skywalker saga, it was really a complete fresh taste, and the streaming series looked to be just the beginning of a new era of Star Wars storytelling, following a pair of force-wielding twins as they became intertwined in a Jedi-killing murder plot. However, that plan was cut short, as the ACOLYTE was quickly axed following the first season and its conclusion, leaving some fans wondering what happened and why Disney ultimately did give the show the boot. At least from what it looks like right now, because it's a never say never kind of scenario and situation kind of is what we're seeing here. One of the biggest executives at Disney shared his thoughts on the ACOLYTE Season 2 renewal hopes following the show's cancellation. And according to the Disney Entertainment co-chair Alan Bergman, the Hollywood giant was happy with the performance of the ACOLYTE, but it was ultimately the cost structure of the series that dictated the decision to not renew it. And essentially saying of that, well, if this show didn't cost as much as it did, then that they would do a second season. So it kind of does leave the door open for maybe they do a second season that just has those budget cuts. Maybe it's not as long of a second season than the first one was. Maybe it was only 4 episodes instead of a full-on 8 episodes. Maybe it's shorter episodes as well. He says and reveals, in quote, "As it relates to the ACOLYTE, we were happy with our performance, but it wasn't where we needed it to be given the cost structure of that title, quite frankly, to go and make a season 2. So that's the reason why we didn't renew it." And leave that quote right there. That in itself is definitely 110% a direct confirmation of that it's, for one, quote-unquote canceled and is not renewed for a second season and for a continuation, but is also direct confirmation that they are on themselves and on Disney's side of things are happy with how the show did ultimately turn out, and even then, maybe as of to how it was kind of received by the fans for the most part as well. I know a lot of people out there can get stuck up in a lot of the Star Wars drama that goes on out there and will only hear negative things about, given shows and given projects, and for the ACOLYTE in particular, there's a good chunk of people out there that did actually enjoy the show, believe it or not. He went on to praise the ongoing currently Star Wars Skeleton Crew series, saying that we've seen some growth on that and we'll have to see how that all plays out before making any real sort of decision about a potential follow-up to that then there as well, like a season 2 to Skeleton Crew. It's something that we also did recently discuss here on the channel a couple of weeks ago, and that currently of a current concisive does seem to be a good thing, like for right now. And honestly, from what we're telling here, and not just that, but what we have also seen previously before in the past, is that if they announce one, they're going to announce the other. And to the side of that, like if they announce Skeleton Crew Season 2, it makes the chances of them doing an ACOLYTE Season 2 all the more more likely. They reveal and say that, then they're in quotes, skeleton crew is in process now, so we'll see. We've seen some growth on that. We'll see how that goes. As you said, the reviews have been quite excellent on skeleton crew, so we'll have to see how that all plays out as it moves forward. And that quote right there, really just taking their time with these projects, is another thing that people need to understand as well. I feel like it's come quite a common thing in Hollywood, inside and out of the Disney umbrella, to see projects immediately gain a second season announcement, which is of course always great, but that's just not how it works at the House of Mouse. And they, see it through, and also the aftermath, and even then let the dust settle a little bit. Like, for example, Ahsoka and its first season concluding in November of 2023, after it had came out and finished out with its first season, many people immediately were jumping the gun and saying, and I'm one of them that was reporting about it here on the channel, of course, into the sight of that, like, oh, they're not doing a second season of Ahsoka because they haven't already announced it, when the finale just came out a week ago. And that's just not the case. That's just not how Disney and really Star Wars, of the Star Wars IP, really works and operates. Unlike Marvel Studios, of course, of by which, if you are a Marvel fan, we have our Marvel channel also linked in the description down below. That's kind of out of question. Like, of course they're going to do a fourth Spider-Man movie regardless kind of situation and scenario, but that doesn't always how it works with Disney, even then arguably as well. Like, we would have already had an Eternals 2 if that was the case. Point being is that this marks one of the first times one of the Disney top brasses has directly addressed the cancellation of the Acolyte, and has even thrown some sprinkles and thrown something of to the second season happening. Some had speculated that the show had been axed after only one season, despite setting up storylines for a potential season 2, or even that just a continuation of the overall story of the High Republic. Because of the backlash to it, it seems that it's kind of being on hold for at least the time being. And even then, that it doesn't seem why it is on hold. It's just really a cost factor. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself, and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated, so they're always changing. So make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.